this one, the problem was that the fuel pressure regulator, for whatever reason, it took it a half hour before it started what? Acting up. And then it would jump up to 70 to 80 pounds of pressure. Here's the weird thing. You could hit the throttle 2 or 3 times and come back to 35 and lock. It'd be good.
This is my 4th one.
Six classes.
About 3.
Well, he's awesome. We like him. Everybody like him. He's really good.
Every question I've asked him, he's giving me a direct answer. I can tell the things that I know as a mechanic. He comes back to me and explains it better than I can explain it.
Knows his stuff, and he works in the field, so he doesn't. He's not teaching from some ivory tower, you know.
The car's on the lift, the clock is ticking, the customer will be here at 5, and you need a solution now. Where do you turn? When you're a Denso parts professional, you come here to the DPP website and you find the service information you need. OEM wiring diagrams, technical service bulletins, vehicle specifications like fluid capacity, lubricant type, quick service procedures, maintenance lamp reset procedures, OE recommended service intervals, torque specs, sensor specs, brake specs, and more. You can also access best practices, vehicle tech tips, basic systems training, latest technology updates. How much does it cost? Much, much less than you think. $395 a year, about $1 a day. And the day is saved, the car is fixed, the customer's happy, and you're glad that you're a Denso parts professional with the DPP website at your fingertips. Sign up or test drive it now.
When you do the oil changes, how many of them pull the key out of the ignition or the key fob out of the dash? Everybody should be doing that, and we'll talk about why. It can be very costly. So when this is about servicing hybrids, it's about safety with hybrids, so we'll go through all that. 3 volts positive and 3 volts negative, and it's a square wave. The electric motor and the characteristics that doesn't know the difference between that and a sine wave. So it's not a true AC motor. It is AC, but we're giving it what? A modified DC signal to make it work. How many of you are charging the battery in the Prius? When you guys have dead batteries, how do you charge them? Yeah, never charge it with a regular battery charger. It has to be, if you're going to use a constant charge, it can't be more than 2 amps.
Because there is a lot of information, help me a lot of diagnosis in this car is easier.
A lot of good information, especially this one. I've learned a lot of different strategies for diagnosing electrical problems.
There is no power greater than the power of nature, and there is no spark plug more capable of harnessing power than the patented Denso Iridium Power Spark Plugs. Denso Iridium Power Spark Plugs. For improved horsepower and better fuel economy on any vehicle from street to strip. Visit densoperformance.com for more information.
So I can change the load on here by what? How many bulbs? 1157 is 2.5 amps if you're running both filaments. If you're running a single filament, like the tail light, that's down at about 1.5 amps. So what you can do in here is, what some guys have done is, they do the load substitution, they put in a switch, like I put in a switch here, so I can actually come in and run both elements or single element, depending on what I'm working with. So I have a switch in here where I can turn on the brake light. So what happens here, when I come in, now I'm up to 14.1. So what I did here was I put a resistor in series on the positive side that's creating a what? A voltage drop, but it's a small one. My point is, sometimes we look at stuff when we're doing diagnostics, and we come in and whoops, I missed my. We look at something, and if it works, we assume it's what? It's good. There can be problems, and I'll show you. We have a case history we'll go into, where a car has a voltage drop that's there all the time, but the problem's intermittent. So my point is, just because it looks like it's working and it seems to be working, we don't what? We don't assume it. So you see the RPMs run along pretty steady, is it not? But you notice that the throttle did what? Okay. So the throttle says, hey, look at this. This says, hey, we changed the throttle on here. The throttle went up, came back, the map.
What would happen if you tell the customer to remove
That's what we
it?
do. We just tell them to pull it out.
Okay.
We show them because
You don't
on
move
the
the data or anything.
yeah. So what we do on the Accord, it's in the ashtray, right? So we show them it's behind the ashtray. So on the Accord, we just say when you park it at night, what? Pull this out, push it back in, and what he said. We say look for the blue light. If the blue light, turn the key on. If blue light's flashing, you're good to go. If it doesn't, unplug it, plug it back in, try it again.
We reference all three of them. That the three classes I've taken, we reference all of them for information.
Oh, it's easy to read. Diagrams are self-explanatory. If you want to know what something is, as far as the abbreviations, it explains in detail the abbreviations of what it means, technical terms, things that I haven't come across that I've ran into.
Think all spark plugs are the same? Guess again. The tech heads at Denso are also gearheads. They've just created the Denso Platinum TT, twin-tipped with titanium and platinum electrodes. Sounds expensive? Nope. Just smart. Better fuel economy and lower emissions. More power and faster starts. The new Denso Platinum TT with patented twin-tip technology. It's a spark of Denso genius. Check out DensoTT.com for more information and to find your nearest dealer.
It's worth a lot more than that.
I was ready to pay the whole thing if nothing my boss paid for it. That's what makes it great.